everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's Christy here to do the love and romance reading for the sign of Aries, sun, moon, and rising. This is for the month of January 2019. Holy smokes, Happy New Year, everybody. I hope that you enjoyed your 2018 readings, including the new edition that I've developed for love, romance, and partnerships. This is the second month that I'll be doing this, and you really seem to enjoy that. So I'm super happy for the feedback, and I'm so glad you're back with me. I hope everyone had a great holiday season. So like the last time, I'll be doing a partnership spread. So this is partnerships, really love, romance, creativity. If you're not involved with a romance at this time, or that's not in the channels for you, you can really look at this as a creative venture. What is creatively yours, working for you? You could look at it this way, and then on the right side you could look at some of the challenges, some of the outside forces. If you are in a partnership or dealing with partnerships or seeking, the left column is going to represent you. The center column is what's going on with both of the energies or all the energies involved, and then the right column is going to represent your partner or potential partner. All right, so Aries, January 2019, romance and partnerships. Aries 2019, January, romance and partnerships. And as always, I'll get jumper cards from the oracle decks here following your main spread. Wow, okay, so let's get your cards out. If you saw last month, you'll know that this is a 9-card spread. It sounds like it's really excessive, but it's really not. Look at that. Just really, there's your whole reading. No, just kidding. That's gorgeous. Anytime we see the sun in really any reading, even if there's some difficult energy, look at this, and then 2 6s following. Wow. We know for sure that you're feeling pretty good, or there's more good. Look at that. More good than you had anticipated. We do have a lot of personal development here. We do have 3 6s. Personal development, is required at this time. I know that these are falling under, the majority of these 2 of the 6s are falling under the column that represents both of you. So what this says to me is that personal development, unrelated to the partnership, is necessary at this time. So that's what I'm seeing. Strictly when I see 3 6s together, that's what I'm seeing, no matter if this was a partnership or not. So really continue working on the personal angle of any existing or desired relationship or partnership, okay? I think this is part and parcel of what's going to help draw in the perfect partner or ideal partner for you. And let's just look at some of the major arcana energies that we have here. The Sun, the Hierophant, and the Hangman, essentially joy, institutions, or authority. And then we have, perspective, gaining perspective here. So yeah, I mean, and the majority of the major arcana falls in the partner or the outside influence column. So perspective is necessary here. Either they're gaining one or you're being asked to gain one if this is a creative venture. They're going to feel like something is over. They're ready to try something new here, and you're ready to celebrate. This is a really nice little victory card here as well. So all in all, I'm just seeing a lot of nice positive energy, some really nice outcomes for you and your partnership or your goals here. So why would I be saying any of this? Let's get into each card in its respective position and see why I would be suggesting that this month is a really positive month for you with regard to romance, partnerships, or creative ventures. Number 1 reason is the current state. This is the sun. This is the ultimate, this is life. Everything that you can imagine with the sun that you've already been, feeling or think about, or when you experience the sun on your skin, or when you experience being out in the sun. I mean, that's what this card represents. It's life, it's joy, it's hope. There's a childlike wonder here. It's not the same type of, I'm going out and making a move, even if even if I don't know what the next step is, it's not the Fool, right? You know, that's a leap of faith. This is just hope and love, and it's joy, and it's faith in its purest form. This is, you don't even need to take an action. This is just what exists, what's available to you. And it's a gorgeous way to go about assessing any relationship. Again, whether you're in one or desire one, or whether you're on the precipice, you just want to date, or you want to call on the right partner for you, or the right goal, or plan for yourself. This is just such a gorgeous way to just begin this process. So the sun is pure love, pure joy. It's really a huge element of the sun to me is innocence. So it's a gorgeous lens through which to look at romance, partnerships, or creativity. So congratulations on that. It feels like you gave up here something that was weighing you down, and it could just be something as simple as the new year. You're just like, no, I'm not going to drag this into the new year. And you're pretty serious about that. And it shows here in the partner's current position. So this is who you're thinking about, the actual concept, if it is a theme of creativity, or if it's a partner, if this is a romantic partner for you. The Six of Swords is really sailing away from something that doesn't work for you anymore, but taking those lessons with you. This is a really important energy for partnerships of any kind, whether this is strict creative partnership, you're co-creating something with you in source, and you're working on something for the higher good here. This could involve travel. You do have two of the sixes here. Yeah, there could just strictly be some travel here. You could be dreaming about traveling, planning for traveling. It could be overseas, but as we all know, planes are kind of like airboats. So it could, of course, be in flight, or you could have someone visiting you. But ultimately, your partner's current position is, you know what? I'm willing to let bygones be bygones. Beautiful, beautiful energy. Here in the nature of your issue is really equilibrium. This is balance. This is giving and taking, the sharing of everything from, you know, ordinary responsibilities here in the pentacle world, you know, in the realm of the earth, the real world. And this is going to help develop in all other areas. I mean, if you can figure out how to assist one another equally in the real world, I think it's going to help develop that avenue of equilibrium and balance in all other areas of your life. Look at this gorgeous desire of yours. The Ace of Air, or the Ace of Swords here. This is your truth. Your desire is to tell your truth, Aries. It's so important this month. Your partner's desire, on the other hand, is to have... This is so curious. These are extremely strong energies, by the way. I know the Ace of Swords really isn't a major arcana card, but there's just an enormous energy behind it. It is your sort of truth, okay? There is the truth and there's your truth, and you're up against an institution here. So as I said, your partner's desires are, it's the status quo. It's marriage, contracts, could be the legal system, it could be the medical system, it could, like, whatever, religion, okay? It's just any massive long-standing institution. So I think you could be speaking somewhat different languages, or you could be up against different languages in terms of your desires. I think that they want a status quo, or they want things maybe not to be shifted too much. Maybe they're afraid of change. Maybe what you have to say as your truth could be interrupting how solidly they see and act in the world. But even if they put their foot down or dig their heels in here, I think what you're going to be able to offer is a great deal of perspective, because this is what's being matched on either side. You are coming from the place of the Seven of Wands, or the Seven of Fire, as your challenge. And of course, their challenge is perspective. So yeah, speak your truth. Make sure that is known, because it's going to help develop perspective, necessary or needed perspective, and you get to stand your ground. You have nothing to be nervous about. You have nothing to be sorry about. You're in a really solid position here. Make sure that it is in pursuit of truth and understanding and equilibrium and balance here. And I do see that that's how it's going to pan out for the both of you. You're both really coming off really passionately here at the end of the month, but they need to let something go. Something needs to be put down here. The 10 of Wands just feels like, and this is on the partnership side, this just feels like a heavy burden. It just feels like they would like to see the end of this. But this is, all 10s are the end of a chapter or the end of a theme here. So I think they could very well be in a position this month to let something go in order to move on. Again, here you're sailing away from something that isn't working for you, and you come out on top. This is a minor arcana victory card. It's close in energy. It's not identical, of course. It's close in energy. The Chariot, right? I mean, it's going to feel like a little victory here for you at the end of the month within a partnership, romance, or creative endeavor. So yeah, really, really cool to see here for you, frankly. If this is a creative endeavor and this has nothing to do with a partner or a desired partner, I think this is just you getting out of your own way, you giving yourself permission to move away from a status quo or something that even could feel somewhat burdensome in a very practical sense. The way you behave, the way you plan for things, maybe even your creative output in general. I think it's a great deal of allowing yourself. So again, this is outside partnerships. This is creative endeavors strictly. I think if you were to get out of your own way, perhaps combat procrastination, there are all sorts of ways that you can begin doing that. The first theme in combating procrastination, for example, is to admit to procrastination. So yeah, just admitting what we would like, what we don't like about a situation, ourselves, or a theme, is in stating, okay, well, I've identified it, now I can do something about it. It's almost like getting out of your own way. Perspective here is really important for you or a partner, if this creatively for you or if it's about a partner, they will need to develop perspective. Here we have very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. Yeah, clearly. And this is going to be evident to you because it's your truth. I don't think you're going to have to work too hard at this. I don't think it's going to be shocking to anybody or surprising. It's just a matter of, it's more important to tell the truth. It's more important to live with that kind of integrity. And then you'll be met energetically with that as well. The people who come into your environment, your energetic world, will have to match that, right? Or they won't be welcome. Or they won't be heard, or won't be able to speak the same language. So, the higher you rise, the more you're going to meet people who are at your level of understanding as well. So really nice to see there. Yeah, clearly decide what you want so it comes to you now. And then I think the way to do that is just say, what is your truth? Regeneration. Yeah, I'm surprised to see this, to be honest. I do think that something may have to fall apart or come to terms with something. It could just be as simple as the Hangman here. This is perspective. This is understanding how far you've come, where you've been, where you're going. A little bit of assessment here in the Seven of Wands, but at the same time, it's more about you already know the position you're taking. Now you're just defending it, but you come out on the winning side here. So, seeds growing, breaking open. Could be a little bit of a painful growth here, but a lot of generous outcomes and a really beautiful new future for you in the love, partner, or creative world for you, Aries. So that is your love and romance reading for January 2019. I hope you have a great month, and I will see you in the next one. Take care.